Alright everyone, welcome back to OMSI2 on ZZ9's Transport, and today I am pleased to bring you my first ever look at the new Wright StreetLite WF just released by Studio Polygon. I have literally just spawned this bus in as you see it right now. I have not done a single meter of driving, I have not listened to the engine at all, so we're going to take a look at it for the first time and we're going to see what I think of it. This video is going to be of the longer variant with a Daimler engine, and I'm also going to have another video coming out soon after this one that's going to be the shorter variant with a Cummins engine. So with that being said, let's start off by taking a look around this vehicle. Thank you Taxi for getting in the way and making me mess up my commentary. So taking a look, you can see a lovely Wright logo on the back. This is the 9.5 meter long variant. Only have the white livery available at the moment, but that will change. The repaint pack is coming. Studio Polygon have just had a couple of delays in getting it out, so we're stuck with the default for the moment, but that will change. But here is what this bus looks like. You can see the reg I've put on it. I just sort of made that up basically, and yeah, looks pretty nice to me. So if we hop inside, this is the F2 camera that I set it on, so let me just fix that. Here's what we're looking like inside. Of course, we've got the default Studio Polygon interior, because of course it's just a default white paint job. We've got stop buttons, we've got everything you could possibly need. We've got animated windows. Not sure if that's a thing on the regular light or not, but you can do it here. So there you go. Something I actually kind of want to see is this emergency button. Yeah, you have to press the edge of it for some reason. You've got to press the edge of it for it to actually work. I'm going to assume that's a bug that will be fixed later, but it can still work in a way. So shall we head inside here? Is that the close button I just pressed? I think it was. It might not work because the bus is... oh, there we go. So inside we've got quite a lot of interesting stuff going on here. We've got this handbrake, which is actually animated. I'll show you in a bit. But something else that we haven't seen, or at least I haven't seen in an OMSI bus before, is this backpack that just sits in here. You can of course click this and it goes over there. You can sort of see it actually, this will be a better view. So it just tucks in over there, although can't imagine that's very secure. I could imagine that sort of falling over a bit if the bus goes around a corner. But well, it is what it is. We'll keep it here because it's got our login stuff on it. Of course, the cab door, if I just figure out how it works, does all that. That's animated as well. Get a cash tray, ticketer machine on this one. I think there's a VIX TP5800 coming soon, but not right now. That was not finished in time for the release. Usual sort of climate control system going on down here. It's sort of the similar looking one to master switch. You've got all your various switches and things down here. And this is our driving position. Once we get this bus on, the electric's powered, I am going to be moving this steering wheel down a bit because it's quite a narrow field of view. Can I lift this up at all? Nope. So that's not very helpful at all, is it? Let's get the electrics on. Works pretty much like Wright buses as we know them. Is that light actually working? It'll work once we get the rest of the electrics on. At least that's the theory. The theory is it would. It's probably just being silly. It wants to be silly, doesn't it? Right, can we? Yes, we can. Let's just figure this one out, shall we? Where's the way to adjust it? Okay, I think I've figured it out, probably. Alright, let me just see if I can figure this. There we go, look at that. Figured it out, look at me. Figuring things out. How's that look? Ah, much better. There you go, isn't that so much better? Oh, I've just turned the engine off, that's gone well. Your professional OMSI2 bus driver here. Alright, come on engine, start. We want to do some driving today, thank you. Anyway, so after all that, we're going to be running on the 83 of Wavesworth on Yorkshire 3. Apologies for the very professional driver here. Let's just set that. Ah, it's got a white display. Cool, cool. I think this engine definitely does sound different on the inside. So let's get this logged on. Got a different ticketer code here. I might change it in the code later, I don't know. I'm half tempted to make it the same, although that said I did just remember it there, so maybe I don't need to. Right, ticketer's logged on, display's set up. I think let's just get round to stance and put the time forward. So let's find out what this engine sound is like, shall we? Okay, it's certainly louder than the door forward. The door forward is very quiet. And it definitely feels like it's a lot less powerful in the door forward as well. Well, that said, the door forward, especially in the Cummins variant, felt way too good off the mark. Oh, I'm gonna just pull out in front of this person, oh well. Happens. Might adjust this camera view as well, I'm not sure yet. Oh yeah, this thing is definitely a lot slower off the mark. Oh, a little bit of kick down of course, because why not? I actually turned that down a bit in the set vars before starting, but I guess I didn't turn it down enough. And there's no one here because I'm so early. How close am I to the stop? Close enough. Have we got bus kneeling? Yes we do. Alright, let's forward the time, shall we? Let me see here. When are we off? 12:22, 23 even. I can do things with numbers. I think that's when I'm off anyway, is it? Trip summary. Nope, that's the wrong button. Go back. How do I check the thing again? You can tell I'm just so good at everything to do with this. There it is. Oh, not out until 12:24 I guess. Oh well, we've got a minute. Probably a minute, I don't know. Let's just mess with some stuff on the ticketer, shall we? Just press a bunch of buttons. Why not? Ah, there it is. Well, it says 12:23, but I think it wants us to hold at least a little bit longer anyway. We're going to get anyone, or are we going to have a passengerless journey? Never had a passengerless journey starting from here before. Oh well, this might be a first. Alright then. We're going to be passengerless, at least for this part. Alright. Oh yeah, this is definitely much more realistic of an acceleration, I think, than what's on the DF. It's definitely like a better, just better really, it's just more accurate. Like the door forward one is basically up to 10 miles an hour like instantly. Not really a fan of that mirror not doing anything unless you're looking right at it. That's a bit quicker in that corner. But I suppose that is a performance thing, a bit like the Renown. Oh, it looks like it's the same with the side ones as well. Aha, high revs. Oh, I see passengers. There's definitely a different driving position to get used to. Welcome on board the bus. Thank you for the QR code. Well, I was meaning to show you the animated handbrake. I actually show that just now. So if I just take a look at it. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Right, anyway, we need to turn right. I really want to move that camera angle. I have very specific preferences when it comes to OMSI. Can you tell? Go on, bus, you can do it. You can get up to pace. Oh, it's getting there. Oh, that was a bit of a silly steering input. Please ignore that. Oh, there we go. It's getting there. It's getting there. Maybe we'll actually make back some time now. Oh, that's across the road markings. As I said, a very professional bus driver here. Anyone? No one. Wow. Guess I'll keep going then. Guess I will simply keep going. Yeah, I don't really like how that in-cab mirror stops, even though I can still see most of it. But I guess it's just sort of a sacrifice that's had to be made, really. Wouldn't imagine that's something they'd choose to do if it wasn't absolutely necessary. It certainly feels different with the wheels being at the front, I'll tell you. Trying to figure out where I am in the road and not stepping over the lane markings. Certainly proving interesting. I think I'm doing a not completely terrible job. But this is also my very first time behind the wheel of this thing. I think there's a stop coming up, is there? So it's soon. It's interesting, like the different driving position I've got here honestly makes this feel quite wide. Even though it's not really, it's just a perspective thing. Especially pulling into bus stops. Ooh, come on. Passenger! Right, let me adjust this view, just put it a little bit more over here. Much better. Alright, here we go. I am going to enjoy testing the other variant on the hills of a different route because I'm going to see how it does on those. I reckon it's going to be quite interesting given how slow off the mark this one seems to be. Although I do imagine it's probably accurate. These weren't exactly the highest regarded bus models in the world. Welcome on board. I don't think they're too amused at having to get this bus into Wavesworth today. They don't seem very talkative. Should maybe stop indicating. Yeah, we're a minute behind, so if you have a route that is tight for time, maybe don't take one of these on it. Just a suggestion. You might find it a slight struggle. Hillswick Corner includes at least 2 traffic lights. Brakes are definitely a bit harsher. You do just have to be okay. I'm just going to overshoot now, aren't I? Why do I say things when I'm trying to also do a thing at the same time? Let me just... Nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. It's all fine. It's all under control. Can move this camera as well, actually. Just to about there. It's not much different, really, is it? Oh well. Any buses? No buses. I haven't seen the other 83A yet. That's the point. Wonder where that's at. Oh, I'm still in neutral. Professional bus driver. You can count on me to get you where you're going on time. Especially if I'm driving a little tiny Wright bus. Oh, there's the other 83A. Here we get to test the horn. If I remember which button it is. Is it this button? There it is. If we can take this corner a bit tighter. I'm so used to driving door forward buses. This has taken a lot of getting used to. I do quite like the engine sound. I'm not very familiar with Daimler engine lights, so I'm not one to say whether it's accurate or not, but I'm enjoying driving with it, and that's quite a big factor, is the enjoyment. OMSI, please don't tell me you've crashed now. Thought after all my fails it was going to then give me one of its own by crashing. You had me there for a second. Now I'm crossing the line right now, totally. Yeah, it's just like... the vehicle feels a lot wider than what it probably is. Oh, there you go, harsh brakes. Barely applying it. It's enough to slow us right down. You want it on? Yes. Oh. Interesting sound glitch. Oh, okay, that was a view. It just stopped. Actually stopped right there. Have some engine sound. So just going over a bit there. All I want to do is give you some engine sound. Also, I've just noticed a byproduct of the interior mirror being frozen. Look what you can see right now. I don't think that's an accurate reflection of what the driver can see from the cab. Let's fix it. Welcome on board. Alright, we're almost at our destination. And there's me not understanding the length of the vehicle and the fact that the wheels are all the way out in front because I just hit a curb in front of me. Welcome on board. You're just going one stop, but welcome on board. That is certainly a bit of a struggle. Ooh, that's a nice bell sound actually. I like that. Might listen to that some more when we get stopped. Oh, there we go. The curb, of course. Bus is displeased. But there we are. We have made it. And everyone is now getting off. I like that sound, I actually do. I like that. Yes, I'm just pressing the bell a lot. Seen stop buttons that are animated, not on this bus, but there you go. So, with that being said, that is my first ride on this bus. Ride, it's a drive. I'm driving, this is OMSI 2, this is where I drive virtual buses. That is my first drive of the Studio Polygon light wheel forward Daimler version. Also, you can do this. I didn't check that, but you can actually do that. So there you go. Can you open up this door? Probably, but I'm being silly. I can't even really see what's going on. Let me in. Let me open it up. Aha! Got it. And the bus was not happy that I did that. Why would it be, though? But what do I think of this? Well, engine sounds really nice. I like that a lot. And it's definitely, I think, more realistic in terms of acceleration than the door forward. I think the door forward was maybe perhaps a bit too fast, at least on the Cummins variant, when it comes to acceleration. This seems a lot more like what you would be, especially for one of these little things. Struggling quite a lot, so it's going to be interesting to take the Cummins variant on the route I have planned for that later. It might actually genuinely struggle. Why have you turned your electrics off on me? I never did that. What are you doing, bus? Why have you done this? Stop it. Only if I ask you to. There we go. Yeah, I think this is a very nice Studio Polygon product overall. As I say, there's a few things like the button there that I'm sure are already being looked into to be fixed, but I enjoyed this. This was a nice drive. I'll probably drive it some more. Oh dear, something's gone wrong back there. And as well as this, these offer me an opportunity to make some more D&E coaches repaints. That might be something worth sticking around for. This HHG in the 17 was actually just a sneaky little hint to that, but I doubt anyone will notice. I keep clipping through the ground. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the Daimler engine, Wright StreetLite WF, and stay tuned for the Cummins variant and the route I take that on, because it might be quite an interesting challenge for it, taking on some of the terrain I set it to go on that. That'll definitely be something worth sticking around for. I have no idea how that'll do. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Have you tried the bus for yourself, or is this the first you've seen of it? But with that being said, that will do it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one, where we take the Cummins up on a very hilly route, at least in part. Should be interesting. And the bus has just turned itself off again. I want to do my usual form of ending. Let me do my usual form of ending, please, bus. Okay, as usual, when that destination display goes out, that'll do it for the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one with a smaller light with a Cummins engine. Goodbye for now. See you in the next one.